Hello, friends. Welcome to TrueBook XP Experience. Today, we will discuss the book 80% Mindset, 20% Skills by Dev Gadhvi. David was a young man from a small town. In every aspect of his life, he always sensed that something was lacking. Since his childhood, he thought his fate was meant for an ordinary life. A middle-class individual working from dawn till dusk in an office, meeting the needs of himself and his family. Yet deep down, he harbored a dream to lead a life beyond the mundane. One day, as he was leaving the office, David spotted a bookshop at the station. He had never shown much interest in books, but that day, one title drew his attention: 80% Mindset, 20% Skills, Life Transformed in Days. He thought to himself, perhaps this is what can change my life. Without second guessing, he purchased the book and began reading it as soon as he got home. The first chapter was named Embrace a Millionaire Mindset. On the very first page, it stated, "The key to success is adopting a millionaire mentality." David read that line twice. He understood that the book was not merely about earning money. It was about transforming one's mindset. He reflected, is my thinking truly limited? Am I placing limits on myself? The answer was clear. Yes. He had always viewed himself as an ordinary individual. In the second paragraph, he encountered the message, move away from average thought patterns and adopt an achiever's mindset. These words resonated with him. He came to realize that his own mindset was the greatest barrier in his life. David remembered a moment from school when a teacher had remarked, "You have a sharp mind." But over the years, he had restricted himself within the confines of middle-class thinking. He had never even entertained the possibility of dreaming big or achieving something extraordinary. Later in the book, he read, "Challenge your limiting beliefs." David pondered, what limiting beliefs do I hold? He pulled out his notebook and began to jot down, making money is tough. Only lucky individuals achieve great success. My background will hinder me from achieving my dreams. These three beliefs had dominated his thoughts for years. The book enlightened him that the way to shift these beliefs was to substitute negative self-talk with empowering affirmations. David decided that from that moment on, he would replace every negative thought with a positive one. He penned new affirmations in his notebook. Making money is simple if approached correctly. Great success is a result of hard work and the right mindset. My background is my asset, not my weakness. As he wrote these affirmations, he felt a sense of relief. For the first time, he sensed that he was in command of his life. That night, another lesson from the book caught his eye. Model the thought processes and habits of successful individuals. He considered, how do successful people think and operate? Who should I learn from? He began recalling successful individuals in his circle. Some were entrepreneurs. Some were investment experts. But one trait they all shared was their courage to dream big and their refusal to let fear dictate their actions. The following morning, David made a vow to himself that he would learn something new each day. He wrote in his notebook, "Fear is merely an illusion of my mind." He started making small adjustments to his daily routine. Waking up early, he would read a book for 10 minutes. He established a new practice, reciting 5 positive affirmations to himself each morning, such as, I can achieve anything. My skills can lead me to great accomplishments. Every day presents a new opportunity. Slowly, David's mindset began to shift. He felt more assured in his workplace. Where he had once silently performed his duties, he now began to share innovative ideas. His co-workers also observed the change in his energy. One day, during a meeting, the boss announced a new project. It was a daunting one, and nobody stepped up. David felt a surge of energy within him, and without hesitation, took a step forward. It was a significant move, because previously, he never had the courage to take risks. He reminded himself, fear is a mental state. David reassured himself, even if I do not succeed in this project, I will still gain new knowledge. He dedicated himself to the project, and when the results were revealed, they surpassed everyone's expectations. The boss commended him, and for the first time, David recognized that his new mindset was truly reshaping his life. David had fully embraced the first lesson from the book. He no longer clung to the fears and limiting beliefs that had once dictated his existence. He was now prepared to confront new challenges each day. However, he knew this was merely the beginning. There was still a wealth of knowledge to acquire from the remainder of the book. David noted in his notebook, "Today, I have taken my first step. I will not stop here. Success resides in my mindset, and my mindset is my power." He turned to the next page of the book, and his new journey commenced. Now, David was eager to explore a new page of the book each day. He realized this was not simply a book, but a pathway to transforming his life. He had embraced the first lesson, embraced the millionaire mindset, and it had already instigated a considerable shift in his thoughts and self-assurance. Now, it was time for the next chapter, the importance of consistent massive action. Upon reading the title, a question emerged in his mind. Am I genuinely taking the right steps towards my goals? He began to read. The first page stated, "To turn goals into reality, one must take consistent and massive action." David inhaled deeply. He realized that in the past, he had not even contemplated his aspirations, and when he did, he never took definitive steps to pursue them. He would merely devise plans, but neglect to implement them. The book further stated, "Having a strong mindset is insufficient. It must be accompanied by disciplined actions." This line was enough to awaken him. He questioned, "Is there harmony between my thoughts and my actions?" The answer was no. Until now, he had been trapped in mere thoughts and dreams. However, for genuine transformation, diligent work and consistent effort in the right direction were essential. David wrote in his notebook, "I need to clarify my goals. I must take action every day to accomplish those goals. I will not relent until I achieve my objectives." He continued reading, "Be patient with your long-term vision while staying proactive and urgent in your daily tasks." This line struck a chord with him. He realized that he often felt disheartened when contemplating long-term ambitions. He wanted everything at once. However, the book taught him that while it is crucial to dream big, taking small daily steps towards those dreams is equally important. He decided to undertake a small exercise. On the following page of his notebook, he wrote down 3 major objectives: double his income within a year, enhance his personal skills, such as communication and leadership, launch his own side business. Then, David divided these large goals into smaller tasks. Dedicate 1 hour each day to learning a new skill. Read 1 new book each week. Network with 5 new individuals daily. The book also included another powerful statement that inspired David. Success demands both strategic planning and immediate action. He recognized that merely crafting plans was inadequate. He needed to act swiftly. That very day, David resolved he would no longer postpone. He completely restructured his daily routine. He began waking up early and planning his day at the start of each morning. He identified 3 essential tasks he needed to accomplish without fail. The first task was to approach his office responsibilities with a fresh perspective. David understood that to raise his income, he had to increase his value. Thus, he began taking on extra work, enhancing teamwork with his colleagues, and sharing innovative ideas. The second task involved improving his personal skills. He enrolled in an online communication course and dedicated an hour each evening to learning new techniques. The third task revolved around networking. David understood that significant dreams cannot be realized in isolation. He needed to learn from those already successful. He started following experts in his field on social media and gradually began connecting with them. Initially, all of this felt overwhelming. At times, he felt fatigued. Sometimes he considered giving up. But one line from the book kept him motivated. Consistent, massive action is the bridge between dreams and reality. He reminded himself that every small effort was bringing him closer to his grand aspirations. One day, his boss summoned him to the office and said, "David, I've noticed a significant transformation in your work. You're showing more initiative, and your performance improves daily." This was a pivotal moment for David. He recognized that his hard work was reaping rewards. Beyond his job, David observed notable improvement in his personal skills. He began seeking feedback from friends and colleagues. Gradually, people started taking him more seriously. He realized that his new mindset and consistent actions were turning him into the person he aspired to be. Another significant change he noticed was his increased patience. In the past, he always desired immediate results. But now, he comprehended that substantial dreams require time. This did not mean he would slow down. Instead, he focused his energy on daily tasks. David wrote in his notebook, "Small daily actions yield substantial success." He understood that when he maintained consistency, things began to align naturally. His life was advancing in a new direction. He could see his grand dream materializing. Yet he recognized this was merely the beginning. There were still more lessons to absorb from the book. He pledged to himself that he would complete this journey and transform his life into a story that could motivate others. The next chapter of the book was waiting. David was deeply engaged in his reading when he turned the page to continue. At this point, David had already made numerous adjustments in his life. He had absorbed vital lessons about mindset and began taking meaningful actions. However, he now aimed to enhance his morning routine. He understood that if he utilized his mornings effectively, it would significantly boost his energy and productivity throughout the day. One day, while reading the next chapter in the book, he came across the section titled, "Daily Routines Matter, the Savers Method." David pondered, could a well-structured morning routine actually transform my life? The book elaborated that beginning each day with the SAVERS method was crucial. Savers represented S, silence and meditation; A, affirmations, positive statements; V, visualization, imagining success; E, exercise, this is physical activity; R, reading, self-improvement books; S, scribing and journaling. David thought to himself, this is an all-encompassing approach. If I adhere to it properly, my life could genuinely undergo a transformation. He flipped through the pages to discover the importance of this method. The first component was silence. The book illustrated that initiating the day with calmness through meditation or mindfulness not only pacifies the mind, but also aids in managing thoughts and steering clear of negativity. David realized, this holds true for me. I am perpetually occupied with something. If I commence my day in silence, I could alleviate stress for the remainder of the day. Over the next few days, he began meditating for 10 minutes each morning. At first, it felt unusual since he had never practiced it before. However, he soon discovered that it provided him with mental clarity and enhanced his focus throughout the day. The next aspect was affirmations. The book stressed the significance of positive self-talk and self-motivation. David contemplated, "If I affirm daily that I am capable and can attain my objectives, my self-confidence will grow." He crafted a few affirmations for himself. "I am in control of my life. I possess all the resources necessary for achieving success. Every day, I am progressing toward my goals." He established a routine of reciting these affirmations each day, and soon, he observed a shift toward a more positive mindset. Next came visualization. The book pointed out that mentally envisioning oneself accomplishing goals was essential. David began to visualize his success every morning, his side business flourishing, receiving a promotion at work, and enhancing his personal skills. He realized that the more he visualized, the stronger his drive became. Following that was exercise. The book highlighted that physical wellness is as vital as mental well-being. David had already been exercising, but now he incorporated it as a regular aspect of his routine. He recognized that morning workouts energized him and helped him remain active and focused throughout the day. The fifth step involved reading. The book underscored that successful individuals consistently learn and grow through reading. David resolved to allocate 30 minutes each day to reading self-improvement books. Initially, it was tough to carve out time for it, but as he maintained the habit, he realized how much it influenced his mindset. The last step was scribing, journaling. The book explained that jotting down thoughts not only clarifies the mind, but also facilitates self-reflection. David began documenting his day each night, his experiences, obstacles, and insights. This practice allowed him to stay organized and evaluate his progress. Within a few days, David experienced a transformation. These 6 practices had greatly enhanced his mental clarity and productivity. His mornings now commenced with tranquility and concluded with a sense of achievement. He penned in his notebook, "Every day presents a fresh opportunity for self-improvement." He turned the page of the book, aware that his journey was just beginning. Then, he read, "Invest in yourself." He understood that the process of change was only starting. The book stressed that ongoing self-improvement was vital for lasting success. David made a resolute decision. He would not simply depend on past experiences. He was determined to keep learning and acquiring new skills. From that moment forward, his mission became to learn something new every day. His productivity skyrocketed, and his confidence flourished. David recorded in his notebook, "Those who invest in themselves can effect genuine change in the world." So, friends, that wraps up today's book summary. What did you think of it? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for sticking around and listening to the summary until the end.